Hi, Pip here from queenpipcards.com. Hello, hope you're well today. Today I'm going to show you how to make this really simple card. This was one of my favourite stamp sets out of the 2018 Sale-a-bration offerings that we had. This is called Amazing You, and it comes with this beautiful flower image, bit of a starburst, and some great words that you can mix and match together. So today I'm going to show you how I mixed and matched them together like this. This card is also using two of my favourite colours from the outgoing in colours this year. This is Dapper Denim, which is just a beautiful blue. I'm really going to miss it. And then Sweet Sugar Plum, which is the beautiful soft dusky pink that we had. So they're still available at the moment, but they are going out, so grab them while you can. All we need for this is two colours, obviously the Sweet Sugar Plum and the Dapper Denim. So I'm going to show you now how I put those together. First things first, always fold your card base, get that nice and straight, and I use my bone folder to give me a really nice burnished edge. That's just one of our bone folders from the catalogue, and there we go. So that gives you a nice burnished edge, and then always feel for the edge that's slightly proud of the other one. This is called the leading edge, and it's what makes your card a good quality card. All the cards in the store will have one, and all the most books will have a leading edge too. It started off with the printers, and it just helps you lead into the book. That's why it's called the leading edge, because it leads you inside. So there you go, bit of history today too. So that's what we're going to start off with. Then we're going to take our Dapper Denim ink, open that up, and a piece of Whisper White cardstock. So this is a European size card base, so that is 21 by 14.9. So this is 10.5, no, this is 9.5 by 13.9, because I'm actually going to mat it onto a piece of Dapper Denim, which is 10 by 14.4. Okay, so I'll run over those again when I put them together. So we're going to use this flower stamp, give it some good inking. My ink pad is a little bit light, I think, at the moment, and all we're going to do is we're going to just stamp around the edge of the Whisper White cardstock, so going off the edge to form that lovely flower pattern. And I started in this corner, so pop that down there. There we go, and just kind of filling in as you go around the edge, with more or less flowers as you fancy. You can bring it in a little so it comes down. Then we're going to want to probably fill that corner. So fill that corner in with some leaves, and then bring the whole flower in kind of down here, I think. There we go. They're going to be slightly different every time, because you're moving the cardstock around, so you can see mine's slightly different from last time, but I don't mind. I think that looks good. I might just add some leaves just in the bottom corner here, just to balance that top bit out. There we go, like that. There we go. So that's all the flower work done. Now we're going to use the sentiment, and I did this one by eye, but you might want to use your Stamp-a-ma-jig, or if you're lucky enough to have put your order in before Christmas, or in December, you'll have your Stamparatus now, which you can use as well. And I use the grid paper here just to line up my edges, just makes it easier for me, so I can see where I'm popping my sentiment down, she says. Let's hope that goes in straight. Look at that, lovely. Okay, so so then the next thing I did was take another piece of Whisper White cardstock, this time just a little strip. We're going to take our Sweet Sugar Plum, and we're going to ink up the "Are Simply," because I want a card that says "You are simply amazing." So I'm going to pop that down there, and I'm not going to worry about where it is, because I'm now going to cut that out by hand, which sounds a lot worse than it is, because this is quite a nice straightforward font. So you're just going to cut straight along that line there, turn it round, straight along that line there, and then chop it, and then just see how you're doing. Yeah, not bad. If it's slightly off, it doesn't matter, because you're going to pop it up on dimensionals anyway. You can always come in and trim a little bit more if you want to, but you're going to pop it up on some mini dimensionals. So get rid of all that, and we're going to just place that at the moment. We're not going to stick it down yet because we need to put the U in. So all we're going to do is we're going to pop that there so that we can give ourselves an idea of where we're going to be putting the U. So it's kind of over here somewhere and up about there. Okay, and then I'm going to take my Stamp-a-ma-jig, and this is a tool that's been a little bit forgotten about really, and it's such a great tool, especially to carry around with you. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to place the handle down on the table, and you're going to place this plasticky sheet, can you see that? And you're going to position it right up to the corner. So it's in against the side and up against the corner. Some people do it like this, down, and you can do that too. I just prefer up into the corner, and of course it's useful because it's on both sides, so it's good for left-handed stampers too. So I like that about this. So then you take your stamp, you've already mounted it on your clear block. It does work best with our clear blocks because our clear blocks of course are nice and fat and chunky, so you get a good up and downward motion against the sides, which is what you're going for. So if you have a skinny block, I recommend that you invest in at least a few of our blocks because they do work well with our tools, but also they're just such a nice feel to them. So you're going to ink up your U, you're going to position your clear mat with your side piece, and then you're going to take your stamp and you're going to do exactly the same, up against the side, up against the top, and then straight down. And all that does is it just inks it onto the mat, but you know exactly where it is on the mat because it's the same against the side and the top. So when you put your piece of card down, you then position the U where you want it to be. So we had our Simply Amazing. Yeah, so I think that's about right, isn't it, really? Maybe a little bit up and over, bit that way. Okay, and then you can check whether it's straight, or as straight as the rest of my card is. And then you just hold that down whilst you bring your little gizmo back in for the side. I don't know what this side piece is called, but I call it a gizmo. And now you know that if you put your stamp back against the side and up against the top and down, it'll go in the same place. So you re-ink it because you've obviously used some ink on that piece. Up against the side, up against the top, straight down, and now you have it exactly where you wanted it. So the Stamp-a-ma-jig's great. It's £10.95 or something silly. It's not exactly an expensive piece of kit, and I think it has a place in your life even if you have the Stamparatus, because sometimes you'll want to do positioning like that, and then you can use it to help you position on the Stamparatus where you're going to put your piece of, where you're going to put your stamp in relation to the rest of the card. Okay, so now we're going to assemble, and whilst it's still here, I'm going to use my fast views because I love my fast views. So we're going to just literally run it round, and if you've got fast views, remember it's also retiring, so grab your supplies while stocks last, because I know that they will start to go into short supply soon. Okay, so then we're going to pop that on top of there. Make sure you're happy with the placement of that. You can then find your leading edge, and again this is just straight onto the card base. I'm not doing any layering of this because we've already got 2 layers, and I'm going to layer the words as well. So we just need a little bit of fast fuse on there, or you can use multi-purpose glue. Our multi-purpose glue is great as well, gives you a bit of wiggle room. This you don't get much wiggle room. There we go. But I always line it up. If I line it up this way at the bottom and the sides, then it should just flow. Assuming I've cut it straight, it should just flow in the right direction. Okay, so I'm going to now use, she says, if she can find them. She can't find them. I have them. What have I done with them? They were here. Here we go. Now I found them. Always do that on my desk. I'm sure I'm not alone. So now we're going to use these little tiny mini dimensionals. I don't know if you've seen these, but they're great because they're really good. They're exactly the same as our normal dimensionals, but mini. So you can pop them onto really small pieces of cardstock. Peel them off, and if you have trouble peeling our dimensionals, I use a pair of tweezers. You can get the edges off. Come on, get the edges off, but also you can use your tweezers to help you position your wording. So let me turn that around in case you can't see that on camera. So yeah, so I use it to position wording like that as well, so it's really handy. She says, hoping that's straight. Yes, it is. Yay! Okay, so there you go. So how quick was that? That was really quick and easy. You just need your 2 ink pads, dapper denim, and sweet sugar plum, or any colour of your choice, of course. And you, obviously your Stamp-a-ma-jig is kind of handy to have as well. And then really just the stamp set Amazing You. Now you can't get Amazing You, you can't purchase Amazing You, you can only get it as part of a Sale-a-bration order. So £45 order, so you could get your Stamp-a-ma-jig, you could get your ink pads, you could get your cardstock, your fast fuse, bone folder, anything else, snips, whatever you need. Get you up to a £45 order, and then you get this stamp set for free until the 31st of March 2018. After which it won't be available. So yeah, pop those in your basket, have a look at my shop in the links below, and happy stamping. I hope you enjoy making this card. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, see you again soon. Bye.